What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Regular Guy Show, welcome in. Congrats on number 58. Number 58. Binary Geek, welcome. Thanks for pointing out an error in my math. Yes, it would be 42 before he gets to 100, not 48. It would be really embarrassing if I did math for a living or something. Oh boy. Yeah, you did start before it was a thing, Regular Guy Show. It's only a thing because of you. But I hope everyone had a great weekend. I went to...
Why would anyone do drugs when they could just mow a lawn?
CMYK, welcome in. I went to the Lego Discovery Center this weekend. The kid had a weekend there, had an event there. It was pretty cool. They had a lot of Legos. They had like a ride that you rode through and you had a blunderbuss and you shot Lego people. That was fun. They had a 3D movie there. That was really cool. You thought there was a joke about you needing more. Didn't realize there was a math problem. So yeah, I screwed that one up. Yeah, but how you doing, CMYK? I hope you're doing well. Tonight's going to be a little bit different. Actually, this week might be a little bit different. So we watched Christmas commercials here a while back in December. And I posted that stream on YouTube. Well, Super Duper Nintendo did minimal editing on it and posted it on YouTube. It's like a 3.5 hour video. And I'm like, this is going to do terrible. Because my YouTube channel's small. It's nothing. It might as well be zero. And I'm like, nobody is going to sit and watch a 3.5 hour video from some guy that they don't know. And well, they did. They certainly did. So what I am thinking is tonight we're going to watch more commercials. There, I'll spoil it now. We're watching commercials tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to watch commercials about discontinued fast food items that were available in the 90s. And we're going to kind of go through it by restaurant. I think that we'll probably get 2 done tonight is what I'm thinking. Burger King and McDonald's. And then what I'll have Super Duper Nintendo do is turn those into shorter, more palatable YouTube videos to where we have the foods that McDonald's took from us in the 90s. And, have them specific to, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell. Are there any other chains? I don't know. Maybe we'll do a one catch-all video or something towards the end of the week. But that's my plan. And then Thursday, we'll do Pizza Wars. I've been hyping up Pizza Wars for 2 weeks now. We were supposed to do it a week ago. We're going to do it this Thursday. Oops, sorry. Pizza Wars. Perfect revenge for anyone who stepped on a Lego. Shoot the Lego people. Yeah, something like that. There were Lego spiders. There were Lego pirates. Yeah, there were all sorts of Lego people. The Arch Deluxe for life. It might make an appearance. Binary Geek. Yeah, so we're going to start off with McDonald's commercials. And then I think it's either Wendy's or Burger King that's next. Might be Wendy's. And yeah, I've got like 60 some videos in the playlist for us. We'll never get to all of them tonight. So this will be a multi-day stream. But yeah, hope everyone had a great weekend. So here's the other thing from all this. Oh man, we got a lot of ideas to cover. Hang on, everyone get some popcorn because we're not getting to the commercials for a minute. Actually, let's change the category. We're not in retro anymore because we haven't even gotten to the commercials yet. Okay. So I got a couple of other things going on. Have you guys ever heard of a book club? You know, those boring things where people get together and read books. Well, Sozman, we're going to give him a shout out too. Even if he's not here, you guys need to be following him. You need to be following this guy. Sozman in the Discord. I hope I spelled that right. Yeah, that looks right. He came up with an idea. So we tried the mayo and peanut butter sandwich the other night, and it was good. I've had one since then. I kid you not. It was good. I had a second one to make sure that I didn't get it wrong. But we're going to start basically a snack club. So instead of doing something boring like reading books, in the Discord we're going to suggest here are some weird food combinations that I enjoy, or here's this weird meal that I heard about and people seem to like. And basically, I don't know if we're going to do it by month, once every 2 weeks. I think once a week is too much. But we'll have basically a group of people there that will try weird foods. And I'm not talking like who can come up with the grossest thing or the most obscure thing. I'm talking, we need to find like legit stuff. Like these are things that actually show up at the family reunion. You know, these are real foods that people eat, and not just, you know, rotting fish guts or something like that. So I think we're going to start that up. All right, so tonight we are going to be watching commercials from the 1990s of food items that McDonald's has since discontinued. Maybe we'll watch some Arch Deluxe. Maybe we'll get to get a glimpse of the McHotdog. But the one thing for certain is we're going to see what they took from us. Without further ado, here we go. Incoherent, you're glad this is therapeutic for me. Thank you. You wish you tried the Arch Deluxe? Well, you know, it was a grown-up burger for grown-up taste. I remember the Big Tasty. I don't know if I ever tried the Arch Deluxe, those. Arch Deluxe. Yeah. DJ Chaos. Those McBastards. Oh, that's very funny. That is very funny. You tried the Arch Deluxe and can't remember the experience at all. Well, presents, it must not have been that good. Must not have been that good. Yeah, if you can't remember it, did it even happen? All right, here we go. Our first commercial. We are going to start out with the 1991 McDonald's McLean Deluxe commercial. That's right, the McLean. Do you guys remember the McLean? I don't remember the McLean. Used to work at McDonald's. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, DJ Chaos. Remember the commercials of that chef guy? Yeah, they were fancy. They were fancy. No one's touching the McHotdog without my Mc permission. I feel like there's going to be a lot of Mick jokes tonight.
Have you heard? There's a delicious addition to McDonald's menu. New McLean Deluxe. Of course you did. It's written all over your face. But did you know McLean Deluxe has all the great taste of a big juicy burger, but with a lot less fat. It's made with a 91% fat-free beef patty.
But the fat's where the flavor is.
With a taste this terrific, who needs fat?
Well,
Sorry, rhetorical question. New McLean Deluxe, after billions...
What do you think? Does that look like a good burger? Does the McLean Deluxe look like a good burger, or does it look like cafeteria food? It may just be where this is it's where it's all kind of washed out a little bit, but it looks like cafeteria food to me. The old McLean, is that the one with the pineapple? No, that was the McHula? Is that right? I couldn't really find anything on that one. I tried. Don't get philosophical with me. I spend enough time in staring contest with the abyss as it is. Marauder, welcome in. I would mick before every noun and some verbs. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. You're part Irish. You can make Mick jokes. Well, so me and my dad always have this joke, Binary Geek. And he started it. It definitely wasn't me. But he told me one day, he said, we got a new Scottish place in town. I was really in your town, because it's a little tiny place. And he said, yeah, you want to go? And I said, sure. And he said, it's called McDonald's. And I'm like, oh my God. Well, and I walked right into it. You're thinking, oh yeah, the hula burger. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, 90s Gamer Mermaid, welcome back. How have you been? Long time no chat. I'm going to ask you a question. And it's been a while. And so I hope this answer is still good. But how's school been going? How's school? Have you graduated? I hope you have. I hope you're not taking a break. What's next Sunday, Marauder? The Don McLean Deluxe. Food you can eat in your Chevy by the levee. There you go. Because we're parked out by the lake. Yeah, the shape of that patty, it's too perfect, right? Yeah, it's just too perfect. Try the McHaggis. Oh, next Sunday's your birthday. Happy early birthday, Marauder. Okay, let's finish this one up.
Billions, another burst at McDonald's today.
Okay, that was the McLean Deluxe.
McDonald's explodes another myth.
Oh, here's another one.
It can't be delicious.
Not so. Introducing
No, it is
McLean
so.
Deluxe, made with a
That's where the flavor's at.
fat-free beef patty.
Low fat and delicious? Can't be done.
Can do.
I agree.
You wanted great burger taste with a lot less fat. Only McDonald's responded. New McLean Deluxe.
And you know they were
will blow
putting
you
way
away.
more lettuce on it than that.
It can't be low fat.
It's both. New McLean Deluxe. After billions and billions, another burst at McDonald's today.
I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
Excuse me.
Okay, hang on. Now we're getting into the Arch Deluxe territory, but I want to talk about the McLean for a second. I want to talk a little bit more about the McLean. This was marketed as a low-fat alternative. And it was made with beef in carrageenan, which is a seaweed extract. This thing had seaweed in it to hold it together. Disgusting. The taste was wildly criticized, and it led to poor sales and was discontinued. Of course it was discontinued. They replaced the tasty fat with gross, disgusting seaweed. The levee was drier than the burger. Yeah, bye-bye, Miss American Pie. So no fat, you're eating a coaster. Yeah, it's basically Cork Binary Geek. If I wanted that, I'd eat a rice cake. I kind of like rice cakes. Graduated in 2023. Awesome, 90s Gamer Mermaid. I'm sorry, it's been a year since I've asked. Have you been having fun traveling? Yeah, it's carrageenan, whatever the heck that is. I understand seaweed's supposed to be healthy and stuff, but keep it out of my hamburger, please. And also, that burger didn't have cheese on it. If you're going to have a burger without cheese on it, just get a chicken sandwich. The lettuce is what you feed the cow to make the burger. Yeah. Lettuce is what my food eats, DJ Chaos. Although last night, we went to an Italian place and I had the chicken Caesar salad. It was very, very good. Very, very good. Carrageenan is what they use in those ice creams that won't melt in the oven. Tasty. Many people considered it to be an inflammatory compound. Well, it's flaming me right up, that's for sure. You saw Seattle on New Year's. It was wild. I've never been to Seattle. I think I'd like to go to Seattle, but the good part of Seattle. Like my brother went to Seattle a while back. It's been a couple of years ago now. And he sent me pictures on the bus and I'm like, "Why did you take the bus? You can afford Uber." But there was a fella enjoying himself to some finely crafted methamphetamine. Just sitting there on the bus. And I was like, that is wild. Lettuce is a promissory note that my steak is coming. Exactly. But anyways, what do you think about the McLean Deluxe? Do you think we should bring it back, or is it a good thing that it stays in the past? I think it's a good thing that it stays in the past myself. But let me know. Okay, up next, we have Jessica Biel and the McDonald's Arch Deluxe. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but a young 90s Craig, he may have had a crush on Jessica Biel. I was just something I heard. George Costanza loved the McDLT. Yeah, but it was so much styrofoam.
Excuse me. Mom, Daddy.
Now, the quality's so good here you can't even tell it's Jessica Biel.
There aren't enough
Ah, there she is. You can tell now.
Sing your praises. Not enough stone to carve a worthy monument. So let's go to McDonald's to celebrate you.
You really want to get to McDonald's today?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Go to McDonald's to celebrate me.
Care to join us?
If I'm going to McDonald's, it's to eat away my feelings. It's not to celebrate something. Oh, look how grown up this burger is. Picking his pickles off. Oh my gosh.
You know, it's true. Pickle, we do mature faster than boys.
Introducing the burger with the grown-up taste. McDonald's Arch Deluxe.
I absolutely despise. Oops. I think I hit the back button. I didn't mean to. There, I hit the forward button. I despise whenever people sit down and just start like go to town picking at their food with their hands. It drives me nuts. Absolutely drives me nuts. Last time you laid it on that thick, you're asking for a new modem. Yeah, they were laying it on, weren't they? The McDLT was discontinued in 1998? Really? I thought it was 89. Yeah, I thought it was discontinued in the 80s. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't real thorough with my research. Was not real thorough with my research. Remember when the cups were colorful? Arch Deluxe remembers. Yeah, they're a real grown-up burger. You had to show an ID just to get one. You even remembered the chef's name was Andrew. You don't think your brain prioritizes things correctly. Isn't it neat? Isn't it neat how your brain works? Don't needed a rib joint then. Gosh, I love ribs. Crab Clown Jimmy, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. And Crab Clown Jimmy, I believe that you've hit some YouTube milestones here recently. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I remember it was a big deal. Everyone, take a moment to go and follow Crab Clown Jimmy. Craigbot will hook you up with the link. But enjoy your lurk. I appreciate it. Okay, now we're going to check out Andrew Salvaggio.
Andrew Salvaggio, McDonald's executive chef, food enthusiast, and the man who actually created the Arch Deluxe.
The best ingredients are just the start of a great burger. Crisp leaves of iceberg lettuce, the stone-ground mustard sauce, the soft
I do like stone-ground
potato
mustard.
roll. I'm in the zone. All layered together in one symphony of taste. I made it.
Well, that was quick. All right. Oh, hang on. This one was supposed to be for Pizza Wars. Hang on, everyone look away. 1,000 subs and partnership. Awesome. Good work, Crab Clown Jimmy. Thanks for the bits. I go to sleep and suddenly your brain wants to remember the lyrics to every song you ever heard. Yeah, it happens. You miss McPizza. We all miss McPizza, Clummaster. You like to look at the circular bacon on the Arch Deluxe? How did they get it in a circle incoherent? That's what I want to know. How did they get the bacon in the circle on the Arch Deluxe? Let's go back. Can we see the bacon in this commercial? Oh, nope. That's still McPizza. Sorry.
Andrew Salvaggio, McDonald's
Let's go back.
chef,
Let's see if we can.
and the man who actually created.
See if we can find the bacon.
The best ingredients are just
where's
the
the
start
bacon?
of a great burger. Crisp leaves of iceberg lettuce, the stone-ground mustard sauce.
I don't think that one has bacon on it.
Soft, comforting potato roll. I'm in the zone. All layered together in one symphony of taste. I made it.
Nope. It just kind of cuts off too. When are you going to open up your own restaurant? Me? Never. Absolutely never, Captain N. I am not a restaurateur. That is far too much work for me. Isn't the McPizza still served at one Orlando location? Yes. And before that, it was served at 2 other locations, and one of them was in Meigs County, Ohio, in a little town called Pomeroy. And they actually forced them to stop selling the McPizza because they wanted the Orlando location to be the only one that still sold it. Say it isn't Joe. Welcome in. What about mixed spaghetti? I looked for a mixed spaghetti commercial, Binary Geek, but I couldn't find one easily. Say it isn't Joe. How are you doing tonight? What about my own snack shack? Now Binary Geek, now you're talking. So we tried to get into the snacks, sweets and treats snack expo last year. And I thought that I could get in as media. It's a very exclusive event, and you have to actually be a member of the industry before they will let you in. And I thought that I would be able to get in as media, but they told me no. And they didn't just tell me no, they told me no. There was no appeals process. So my second course of action was, okay, that's fine. I'm going to say that I have a snack store. And as soon as I tried to apply again, immediately rejected. It's like my name and everything was already flagged in the system. So this year we're going to actually get a snack store set up so that we are a legitimate snackature. And yeah, and then they can't say no because I meet the requirements because I sell snacks and snack accessories. You thought I was a superb chef? Being a superb chef and opening a restaurant are two very different things. And I would call myself a person that cooks food, not a chef. Tried to convince one of your managers to open a Panera Bread in the area. But he wasn't into the amount of investment it would require. If I had someone that knew how to run a restaurant and like I would just be like the money guy, I would be more okay with that. But me opening a restaurant and everything relying on me, absolutely not. I'm not doing that. I think there's a place in California somewhere that still has the McPizza. I think that it was the one in Ohio and the one in California that had to quit so that Orlando could be the only one. But I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked into it. Oh, Chunky Code Monkey. You should be streaming Superman 64 right now. We need you to get that one off the books. Yeah, what are you doing hanging out here? You should be streaming Superman. I'm trying, Crab Clown Jimmy. I'm trying. You can always open a steakhouse too if you like. I do like steak. You know how to run a restaurant, and you need a money guy to make it happen. And you also love snacks. Well, what kind of restaurant are we going to open? Say it isn't, Joe. I feel like this is a dream waiting to happen. I mean, you're just some guy on the internet, but I'm all about taking a risk. If we aren't part of the industry, who is? You're more obsessed with snacks than the food designers of snacks. I know, Binary Geek. I know. I need you to call the manager of the Snacks and Treats Expo. But wouldn't it be a great chef kind of helping with getting people into the restaurant business? I mean, maybe. I know with restaurant business is really hard work. And I just don't want to work that hard. I'm lazy. I am very lazy. I want to do the easiest thing possible, and that just sounds stressful and hard and difficult. And can't someone else do it? No one needs to play Superman 64. Well, presents, that's what a lot of people said, but Chunky's over there doing it. The most horrible thing about Superman 64 is that it still isn't the worst game on the system. Yeah, there are worse games. What would you say the worst game is on the 64 presents? Now, I will caveat this. The N64 is my favorite console, but it's my favorite console for nostalgia reasons, not for great game library reasons. I think there's like 5 really great games on the N64. Also, why would you encourage someone to play Superman 64 unless you hate them that much? I don't hate them that much, Captain N. I love Chunky so much that I want him to finish the game, because as soon as he finishes the game, we're going to play games together. And so I don't want him to drag it out any longer than he has to get to play games with someone as awesome as me. You've had a couple of ideas, but I guess if I'm just that guy on the internet, Joe, I'm joking. I am joking, because who else do I know? I don't know people not on the internet. We'll just make one sandwich And that's what the entire place is. It'll be called the Craig Wedge. And all we do is put different flavored Doritos on a bologna sandwich. I love that. So you're pulling at my heartstrings here, Joe, because I'm a process improvement guy. So I'm simple. I like things to be simple. And there's a restaurant here called Cane's. You guys have probably heard of Cane's. I think it's a Northeast thing right now, but they're spreading like wildfire. But Cane's, they have chicken tenders. They have chicken tenders and French fries, and that's pretty much it. And that's their menu. And I love it. I love how simple their menu is, because no matter how long the line is, you still, it moves quick, because all they're doing is selling French fries and chicken tenders. And I just love the idea of you just come up to the stand and, and your answer it's not what do you want, it's how many. And to me, that is like the perfect business model. Your hot dog carts can be surprisingly lucrative if you find a good spot. Yeah, hot dog carts, food trucks. It's true. I don't hate you, Chunky Code Monkey. You'll squeeze in some extra time this week. I mean, if you wanna. A 90s Craig Chunky collab would make you geek out like when the White Ranger first appeared. Well, here in a month or two, once Chunky finishes Superman 64, Crab Clown Jimmy will do it. Aside from Superman 64, you can't think of any worse games on the N64. Mostly, of the good games, because good games make you happy normally. That's true. I'm trying to think I'm sure there are worse games. I hope Radio Geek's not around. But Doom 64 is possibly the worst port of Doom that there is. There's probably something worse, but as far as what I've played, it's awful. It's awful. You have one right by your house, and Joe, they have a line around. Normally the line wraps around the building, right? And you never wait more than like 5 or 10 minutes, no matter how long the line is. Yeah, doing a few items really well is better than an extensive menu. Exactly. Like, a lot of people go nuts about the Cheesecake Factory. I think Cheesecake Factory sucks. And the reason I think they suck, they've got too many things on that dang menu. They don't know how to make any of them. Doom 64 felt like an emulator to you. Like you'd seen some of that stuff before. God, Doom 64 it's rough. It is a rough game. But anyways, the Arch Deluxe, that ran from 96 to 2000. It was a sophisticated burger for adult taste, had Dijon mustard and a potato bun. It had a $200 million marketing campaign, and it failed to resonate and became one of McDonald's biggest flops. See, now here's the thing. Here's the thing. McDonald's lost touch with their customer. They didn't understand their customer. The McDonald's customer, myself included, they're not going there for a fancy burger. They're going there for a cheap processed patty. They're not looking for anything fancy. They just want a bunch of slop thrown together at a fair price. Yeah, that was their problem. Is they were targeting the wrong market. They were targeting the wrong market. You ordered one with a girl to seem more mature. You were 15. Yeah, just like in the commercial, Binary Geek. Star Fox 64, Donkey Kong, Super Mario. Yeah, those are all good. Conkers. Yeah, there's so many good games on the 64. Well, I mean, a handful of good games. You're a big fan of the Angus burgers? Yeah, but, just have like a burger with an upgraded patty. You don't have to church it up that much. Yeah, they tried to be something they weren't. Yeah, they lost touch with themselves. All right, now we're going to get into this McDonald's pizza commercial. This one was supposed to be in Thursday's playlist, but I'll let you guys watch it.
There are some things parents will never hear.
Would it be okay if I went to bed early tonight?
Things that would be too good to be true.
Would anyone mind if I vacuum the stairs?
Luckily, some things are good and true, like the McDonald's family-sized pepperoni pizza, smothered in cheese and pepperoni for only $5.99 or 2 for $10. Every day.
No dessert for me, Mom. I don't deserve it.
The family-sized pepperoni pizza. It's a parent's dream come true.
Yeah. And no dessert for me, Mom.
So, if you don't care if we're bad, then we don't care if you're bad
The
either.
1-hour season premiere of Hearts of Fire.
I love you guys so much.
And that was McPizza. What's this one? Oh, this one's special. This one might be a Canadian one.
For a limited time, the McLobster sandwich is ashore at McDonald's, filled with Atlantic lobster meat and crispy lettuce on a fresh bun. It's bound
this
to
one's
be
not working.
smashed with everyone.
Crap.
Well, almost everyone. Hurry and catch yours today.
Hang on. Let's see here. YouTube.com. You got so many Angus burger meals that you're able to stock the cupboards with the free Coke glasses. Yeah, we had free Coke glasses too. I still have free Coke glasses. Yeah, we got to find the McLobster commercial. Yeah, we've got to find it. This can't be real, right? This can't be real. This has to be made up. We're going to click on it.
We're about to enjoy a good old-fashioned lobster bake. You know, the hole full of hot rocks, tossing the lobsters, cover the whole thing up with canvas and sand. Sure, it's about 5 hours of back-breaking work, but it'll be worth it. As soon as I remember where I buried it.
The easy way to enjoy lobster is back at McDonald's. The delicious McLobster sandwich made from 100%
Oh, there it
lobster
is.
meat mixed with mayonnaise and a bed of lettuce in a special bun. Just $3.99 plus
Yum.
tax. McDonald's makes it easy.
Jeez, that'd be $200 worth of lobster.
Available in Atlantic Canada. Apparently they had these in the New England states here in the US, and that's why I included it as part of this, because yes, it is discontinued, but it is still available in Canada somewhere. You don't trust McDonald's to handle shellfish? Why not, say it isn't Joe? Yeah, just use your imagination. Summon VLC to help. I should. So really what I should be doing, instead of pulling these up on YouTube, is actually having a local copy of them and, you know, doing it the right way. But that takes work. It's a hard no. You can still get McLobster in Atlantic and McCanada. Good. It's seasonal though, right? Binary Geek. It's not there all the time. Fake lobster. You've had those lobster rolls. They're fine. Are they kind of like imitation crab meat? Like, is it real lobster? Or is it fake lobster? Looks like here's the original commercial we were trying to watch. It did kind of look like Dan Aykroyd. I like the lobster running away.
With big, tender chunks of Atlantic lobster. This is one sandwich that's bound to please everyone. Well,
this is a pretty good commercial. I like the lobster sabotaging things. That was good. So you guys wouldn't eat the McLobster, huh? I don't think I would either, if I'm being honest. So the McLobster, it's still available today, but not necessarily in the US anymore. That's a Canada only option now. It's a seasonal item, primarily sold in Canada during lobster season. It has a cult following despite its high prices. I wonder how high it's priced. Binary Geek, do you know how much one costs? Once you hit Maine, go straight. You'll find a place selling it. You're going to have nightmares about the lobster? Well, you know, that's eventually that lobster got a captain in, so you don't have to worry about him. It's real lobster. You suspect they use lobsters with ugly shell disease? But supposedly that doesn't really hurt the meat. Yeah, I mean, you know, no one wants to eat a lobster with an ugly shell, you know, at like a fancy place. So it does make sense that they would just send those lobsters to McDonald's with the other centers. You'll ask your East Coast boys. Yeah, ask them. What's the... I'm going to have to do some research on Eastern Canada. There's a rapper there that
Taco Bell, product placement with Taco Bell. That's the thing. What are you doing here? I've come to kick ass.
Yeah. There's a rapper there that has his own style of rap. I think called jib rap is what he calls it. but he has a music video and it's just all about him and his Honda 50 and having a time. And it is so funny. So funny. It doesn't mean the ghost of a grinning lobster can't haunt your dreams. That's true. That's true. Now Taco Bell, they also stepped their foot into the seafood game in the late 80s. They had the seafood taco salad. I think that I trust McDonald's before Taco Bell to handle seafood. And then Subway as well. They had their, what was it? It was like the seafood classic or something like that. What was that one called? Seafood and crab sandwich. Yum. Taco Bell would have seafood. Yeah. It was technically, it was not seafood. It was seafood flavored product.
Pirate Steve be in no man's debt. I'll make a barter with you, cruising our stock.
Oh, Pirate Steve. You guys like Dodgeball? That's such a fun movie. Newfies, that's it. That's it. It's because he was from Newfoundland. They've rapped for decades. They just haven't had music. Well, rap meets auctioneer. Yeah, it was unique. Yeah, it was just like he was just making up words. It was wonderful. Subway had the $5 footlong sandwich. Yeah, and they had it for like 20 years. Yeah, they had the $5 footlong for like 20 years. The $5 footlong. There are fairly widespread Taco Bell, Long John Silver's hybrid restaurants, actually. There are. Every now and then, you'll get one that throws a KFC or a Pizza Hut into the mix, too. And there'll be like these triplet deals. But yeah, they're all owned by Yum Brands, and they tend to try to put them together every now and then. For our Canadian folk, they'll throw A&W in the mix, too. The $5 11-incher. Yes, it was proven that they were in fact not a full foot long. You really like to get 2 beefy burritos and some popcorn shrimp. Yeah, or I liked going to the KFC ones presents because then you could get like the nachos Bel Grande and a side of gravy and pour all over it. You've not lived until you've had nachos with KFC gravy all over the top. Newfies are like Kentuckians. They have a language no one will ever comprehend. Yeah, I understand. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I know Kentucky. Yeah, I remember there was a guy. Well, I won't get into it. The tales of some tasty shrimp. Oh, the shrimp sensations at Applebee's. I forgot about those. There were Taco Bell Pizza Huts, KFC Long Johns. Oh, yeah. There was a KFC Long John Silver's. I've seen it all. Let's see what we got. So what we got next.
Hey! Wait! Look at this! It's our Olympic team! The what? See? It's the luge! They said to make it huge! It's supersize!
Now you can supersize your McDonald's extra
Oh,
value
yeah.
meal with a supersize
You guys remember
order of
supersize?
golden fries plus a large Coke for just 39 cents more.
Hey! Wait! You're missing the games! Littlehammer. No, all I got is this big one. What you want is what you get.
Supersize
At McDonald's today.
Yeah, so there was a time you could go to McDonald's and whatever you got, you could say supersize it. And you'd get the giant fries and the giant drink with it. But yeah, that one was tied in with the Olympics, but it was just a regular thing. Yeah, they made a whole movie about it. And it was criticized for being flawed because, like, someone else made a movie about it to where they ate McDonald's every day, but they ate sensibly at McDonald's every day and didn't just, binge eat McDonald's every day. And they were fine. Yeah, supersize me. Yeah, what a movie. That massive pile of fries you'd get in the supersized meals. I miss it. Presents. America didn't need supersized foods. We didn't need it, but we had it, Crab Clown Jimmy, and we were better for it.
McDonald's presents the greatest matchup in basketball. Charles
Look, Looney Tunes even got in on it.
Sylvester and Wowie. Wowie and Wowie.
Collect all the matchups on McDonald's NBA Looney Tunes All-Star Cups. Buy any extra value meal and for 39 cents more, supersize it.
Oh,
and get a
man.
free cup for a limited time. Break for yours today.
Wedgie and Woldwanna. Gracious, Michael and Michael?
I thought you retired. McDonald's NBA Looney Tunes All-Star Showdown Cups.
Yeah, give me a 5-gallon Coke and 2 pounds of fries, please. I'll be good. I'll be good. Yeah, this is America. We deserve the choice. Yeah, I want the freedom. Toilet Punisher, welcome in. Gamer Doc, welcome. Get a few of those cups. I don't recall having any of those cups. I mainly got the cups that had like the glass ones. I don't remember really saving the plastic ones. And the supersized drinks were just shy of a 5-gallon drum. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You don't know why you get judged for eating at Applebee's or Red Lobster or Sizzler? I love Sizzler. Actually, I've never had Sizzler, but I've had the restaurant that's been compared to Sizzler, Western Sizzlin. French fry loaf. Llama, welcome in. Yeah, supersize me, baby. Come on. Yeah, I think they were 32 ounces. So actually, they're a large today. We didn't accomplish anything by outlawing the supersize practice or shaming them into not supersizing anymore. It's just we upsized everything else. You like the Space Jam pinball game? I don't know if I ever played the Space Jam pinball game. Is it good? Must be good. As we see, removing supersizing solved Americans' obesity crisis. Yeah, solved it. Plunged us deeper into it. Yeah, one of the two. Ah, there were 40s. Got it. Yeah, get the Route 44 from Sonic, or stop at Sheets and get that one like giant cup that just looks absolutely ridiculous. That's the one you need. Now, Chili's, come on now. Who doesn't love eating there and having those baby back ribs? I'm not a big fan of Chili's baby back ribs, but I'll tell you what Chili's and Applebee's both do. $1. $1 for a PBR. That, my friends, that is a steal. That is a steal. Oh, you don't have Chili's Toilet Punisher? It's fine. I mean, it's bar food without all the bar. Most pinballers think it's too basic and no depth to the rule set. Oh no. Well, I mean, I'm not a hardcore pinballer. I likes what I like. Yeah, let's just get a 5-gallon bucket full of soda. What was the one that KFC had or still has? The Mega Jug? Do they still have the Mega Jug? Because that one was like a gallon of soda. Used to drink a big Pepsi, the Pepsi Big Slams on the reg as a kid. They were a liter. They were a full liter, and I always got the Mountain Dew ones, chunky. And I always felt so cool screwing off that big bottle cap. Not sure you've ever been to a Chili's. It's fine. Chili's is fine. I mean, it's like an Applebee's. Yeah, and that's where I'm at, Llama. If you're going to get ribs, I don't like ribs from a not barbecue place. There's enough barbecue places around that you can find good ribs. Yeah, you get a free tummy ache. Yeah, boiled ribs, no thanks. No thanks. I like baby back ribs. I just don't like Chili's baby back ribs. Yeah, just call them pancreas killers. Why not? Texas Roadhouse is better. I love Texas Roadhouse. But if I'm going to Texas Roadhouse, I'm getting a steak. Yeah, for the price, you can't beat Texas Roadhouse. It was during your basketball phase, and Shaq was the spokesperson for the Pepsi Big Slams. Probably a commercial for them. So, Chunky, did you also drink Gatorade out of the glass bottle? Because whenever I was in my sports phase, that's what I remember, was Gatorade out of the glass bottle. You liked Applebee's in the 90s, now you just rather go to the grocery store? Yeah, that's kind of how I am. But I'll tell you, we gave some life advice a while back about regifting. I have regifted every Applebee's gift card I have gotten in the past, 10 years. And I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. This is me. Welcome. You're not a fan of ribs. They hurt to bruise or break. That they do. They sure do. Oh, yeah, the Texas Roadhouse cinnamon butter rolls. But this is Chili's baby back ribs. How can you not like the ribs? I mean, what was it? Applebee's had riblets, right? And Chili's had the baby back. I mean, they're fine. Do you guys remember Damon's? I used to get the ribs at Damon's all the time, and I like those. And then I started eating real barbecue, and then I realized I don't like chain restaurant ribs. You tried Gatorade out of the glass bottle once, never again. I was, and I still am, a sugar addict. I've moved on from being a sugar addict, Chunky. I'm not I guess technically I still eat a lot of sugar, but I'm more of a potato chip addict and Dorito addict. You regift those cards every time, and even though you like Starbucks, you regift those to your kid. I keep the Starbucks cards, Llama. I keep the Starbucks cards because I load them into the app, and it's just super convenient whenever... this is going to sound weird, but whenever we go to an amusement park that has a Starbucks, that's where I use them. Because, like, I'm not interested in paying amusement park prices for Starbucks, but I also enjoy getting Starbucks at an amusement park, and whenever I use the app and the gift cards that I have, like, piled in there, I don't feel bad about it. You love the ribs at Sticky Fingers. I've never been to a Sticky Fingers, Chunky Code Monkey, but I have had their barbecue sauce. You remember Snapple being a big thing in the glass bottles? Yeah, and then you had the Snapple Elements, the Earth, Rain, and Fire. You can actually buy those again now. Those are on store shelves. I saw them yesterday. I couldn't believe that they were still out there. Sauceman, welcome in. We were talking about you earlier because we were talking about your idea for the snack club and trying to figure out how we're going to make this work, because we're doing it. And unlike DJ Chaos said, this isn't where we're going to go into a room and beat up a bunch of snacks. We're going to be trying snacks, not beating them up. Until they bring back Sobe, you don't want to talk about dead drinks. God, I love Sobe. So Sobe, they were around for a little while. And I guess technically they're still around, but they're practically defunct right now. Practically defunct. Yeah, the first rule of Snack Club is we tell everyone about Snack Club. More the merrier. It's the exact opposite of that other club. You'll trust them with their sauce, with no jingle to it, over Chili's that had a jingle. You're right, Captain N. I should give in to the jingle. Yeah, the lizard drink presents. Yeah, they had the lizard drink. Gosh, I miss Sobe. Sobe was so good. Yes, Osmond, I was talking to Online Eric about this too, because it was like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in us because we've had this community for 3 years now. Yeah, 3 years almost. And no one has thought of this before. And we're just now doing this. I'm so disappointed in all of us, but you know what? It takes a village, and we're going to right the wrong. We're going to make this happen. We're going to make this happen. Sorry. It sucks when those drinks all went to artificial sweeteners, though, because you dislike or allergic to them. See, I'm one of the rare cases. Most artificial sweeteners, I can't even tell they're artificial. I'm down with chemicals. Yeah, pour the chemicals in there. You're surprised there isn't a monthly mail order snack club run by me. You literally have pedigree. If BarkBox and those others can pull it off. Well, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know. Maybe, yeah, now we got to call it Snack Club by Sosman. Yeah. Yeah, no, you own it now. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe this is the start of that, Joe. Maybe as we get through this, oh gosh, could you imagine just, starting, it starts out, I buy 10 bags of exotic Doritos to send to everyone in the snack club. And then the next thing you know, we've got a storefront and, employees boxing stuff up every month. Mentioned Texas Roadhouse. You would like to go sometime, but there's one there isn't one in the whole state of Washington, or there's one in the whole state of Washington, and it's not accessible to almost the whole population here. That's wild. Do they call Texas Roadhouse in Texas, or do they just call it Roadhouse? That's a question. You could choose a series of 5 to 6 random obscure treats. There's a monthly subscription. People get to try new things. Website could go up in a matter of days. Yeah, and like there's subscription boxes out there, Joe, but you know, that like Universal Yums, and there's like some Asian ones and that sort of thing. But the one thing that I don't think exists, and where I think the market is, and where we were going at with the Snacks and Treats Expo last year, was regional snacks. Because like everyone knows the big name snacks in the US, but like no one knows the regional stuff. And there's just these odd little obscure like regional things. So like the South, you guys have Goo Goo clusters. We don't have those here. In the Southwest, you guys have the Stuckey's pecan log. Here in Ohio, we have the Buckeye. Yeah, we have Buckeyes. Those are the things. Those are the things that I think we would be looking at. Is what are the regional snacks? You can find the pickle juice slushy recipe online. That's awesome. The social media writes itself. Yeah, Canadian ketchup chips. God, I love ketchup chips. Yeah, we'll go to Canada. We'll smuggle back snacks. Just don't make it hard to cancel like BarkBox does. Yeah, I don't like those. I don't like the hard to cancel things. You have them in Oregon? Roadhouse. They still call it Texas Roadhouse. Okay, a little redundant if you ask me, but all right. First, you didn't even know they had them outside of Texas. No, they're all over the place here. Oh yeah, Voodoo chips are good. Yeah, and they are owned by Utz now. They weren't originally owned by Utz. Yeah, Voodoo. The Voodoo chips were originally their own brand, and they were purchased by Utz. Well, they're not exactly the same because the Voodoo seasoning isn't on, you know, the Utz chips. They're just on the Voodoo chips. You decided all dressed chips here for the first time in your entire life? Southwest USA? Yeah, they're coming to Zapp's. That's what I meant. Zapp's. Yeah, so Zapp's is owned by Utz, but Zapp's has the Voodoo chips, the Cajun crawl taters or something. They've got some good flavors. And so here's another pro tip. Utz will actually sell you a can of Voodoo seasoning, and a lot of people make Voodoo chicken out of it, which is good, but I'm going to tell you, I'm not a huge corn fan, but that Voodoo seasoning on corn on the cob, absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And we can eat in Canada and the Mountie. The Lone Texas Roadhouse resides on JBLM, aka Joint Base Lewis McChord. You can only get there if you are military. Well, I mean, maybe you should impersonate a military officer, DJ Chaos. That would end well, I bet. Zapp's is from Louisiana. You're pretty close to Louisiana, so you get all of their culinary goodness. Crawl tater, Creole onion, evil eye. Yeah, the evil eye. You kind of want tartar sauce chips. I bet those would be good. Corn fan or corn fan? Well, your K's backwards, Captain N. But I like me some corn. Mexican street corn with Voodoo seasoning. That would be wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Shebang's chips are good. See, I don't even know about Shebang's chips, but I know if you want chips, go to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is like the chip capital of the world. They have so many regional varieties of chips. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Anyways, now that we're all sidetracked talking about snacks, let's get back to food commercials.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to be your substitute teacher. My name is Mrs. Delorier Martin. That's spelled Deslaur.
Uh-oh. This kid's getting ready to steal her apple pie.
IERS hyphen.
Yeah, look at that smile. Look at that kid's smile. Okay, so I included these because I want to talk about the McDonald's apple pie.
Hello, everyone. How is everybody today?
So the McDonald's apple pie used to be fried. Oh, we got the good webcam on.
So I'm going to be your substitute teacher. My name is Mrs. Delorier Martin. That's spelled D.
How's he going to get it this time? Oh, same way. Is it just the same commercial looped? On it, Joe. He's not even trying to be sly about it now. He's just like, eh, screw this. Screw this. I'm out of here. I like this kid. Okay. Okay, so the reason I wanted to include that one, is the McDonald's apple pie used to, back in the early 90s, back in the 80s, it was deep fried. And I don't know if you guys remembered the fried pie, but it's so much better than this baked crap that we got now. The baked one's good, especially the holiday pies. But the fried apple pie, that was where it was at. Absolutely where it was at. Yeah, the sub, she was not good enough for that pie, so the kid had to steal it. They can put a pie in a McFlurry? Yeah, I mean, technically they can toilet punish her, but when's the ice cream machine ever working so that they actually can? Yeah, you don't get them anymore? Fry me up, baby. I bet you if you went into a McDonald's and it was slow and you told the guy running the fryer, hey, give that pie a dip for me. I bet they'd do it. I bet you could talk them into it. Oh, yeah, the inside was lava. Yeah, absolutely. Who named her after the car from Back to the Future? I didn't even notice that. There's a barbecue place here that has good homemade fried pies. Yeah, there is a place here called the Der Dutchman, which is like an Amish buffet, and they do fried pies, and they're very good. Very, very good. But anyways, the McDonald's fried apple pie, you either have to work there or know someone that works there or just talk them into it. I don't think it would take much convincing. I think they'd be down. She said her name was DeLorean. I didn't realize that. Question is, welcome in. I've selected an irresistible theme for tonight's stream. I sure have. Yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Yes, Amish buffet llama. Yeah, it's called the Der Dutchman. There's 2 of them within an hour drive of me. And they're wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. You've not heard of such? Well, let's take a walk. Yeah, let's take a walk, shall we? Let's see here. Der Dutchman. Okay, here's one in Plain City. Okay, so we've got the Der Dutchman, and let's just go ahead and open up some pictures, shall we? This is in Plain City, Ohio. Okay, yeah, so this is it. This is the Der Dutchman. They do fried chicken. What makes an Amish? It's owned by the Amish. Yeah, they do good coffee. Yeah, everyone that works there is Amish as well. Is that the roll place? Yeah, they've got rolls. There's pies. Oh, salad, gross. Their peanut butter is supposed to be really good. I've never had it though. Yeah, I know what you mean, Llama. It's a fairly liberal sect. Yeah, I think the glove works here. Let's skip to what matters. Let's look at the food. Oh, look, we were just talking about these. Here's the Buckeyes. Yeah, here's the Buckeyes. There's some pies. Why is the peanut butter squirtable? Because I believe it is natural peanut butter, and I think it's mixed with honey, so it's on the thin side. Pennsylvania Dutch is the term, you think? Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm really not up to snuff on my on like the delineation between, you know, the different Amish sects and Mennonites and all that good stuff. How do they cook it? Seeing that they don't believe in using electricity. They do use, some of them use electricity. It depends on the sect that you're in, on how strict they are. Oh, look at that lemon meringue pie. Oh, and look at these. These are whoopie pies. These are whoopie pies. So there's like a chocolate cookie, and it's got like whipped cream and stuff inside of it. Oh, so good. And oh, and here's their fried pies. Here's their fried pies down here. Okay, this person, they built him a plate, that's for sure. Yeah, like Whoopi Goldberg, kind of like that. They'll use electricity for manufacturing. It really depends. It just depends on the local group and how they've decided to apply the rules. Their mac and cheese. Oh, there's the noodles. Gotta get the noodles whenever you go there. Honestly, this looks a little underwhelming. They could have done better with the pictures. Here's the meat station. I don't know what this is. That's banana pudding. I'm not sure what this pile of slop is. Oh, look everyone. Lemons. Yes, potatoes. A lot of those places have died out around here. No, they're still hanging on around here. Still hanging on. You saw ham? There was definitely ham. There's some pickled beets, some tater salad, some green bean salad, or bean salad. That's not, there's more than just green beans in there. I don't know what this person's doing, but they're going to fill up on veggies. And they should not be doing that. Optimus, welcome in. There's that coffee we saw earlier. We're back to the pies. There's some breakfast. Oh man, the pepperonis on the salad, that's a pro move. That's a pro move. There's some pies. Oh man, this is my plate right here. Noodles on mashed potatoes. You can get that corn off of there. Some chicken. I'm doing real good. No, Captain Ann, he didn't lie. He was talking about a traditional. The pro move is to line your pockets with Ziploc bags. That's true, Santas and Joe. That's true. Oh, man. There's tiger butter. I don't know what the heck that is. Oh, fudge. Cheese sticks. God, I love cheese sticks. Crash, welcome in. How you doing tonight? What is this place? This is the Dare Dutchman. This is the Dare Dutchman. This is an Amish buffet. Has nothing to do with fast food or canceled stuff. This is just, yeah, look, there's some cheese. There's some, you can't see it because my face is in the way, but there's sausages down there. So have we seen some Wendy's stuffed pita sandwich commercials? No, we haven't made it past McDonald's yet, Optimus Power. Crash, hope you're doing well. Have you, did you guys have Dr. Pepper down there? Or are you guys Mr. Pibb country? The last buffet type place you went to was Texas de Brazil. I almost went to one of those yesterday, Llama. Almost. I was right by it. And we wound up going to Brio instead, which is an Italian place. All right. Let's get back to commercials, shall we? Let's get back to commercials. Sorry. I got a little distracted there. You know, we got to talking buffets and things happened. Fudge with your camera window over it. We just said FUD, which was objectively an ideal scenario. Yeah, well, you know, we tried. That food looks exactly like what your grandma made in upstate New York. Maybe she was Amish and you didn't know. See, and that's how I describe it, Joe. It doesn't look pretty, but it's grandma food. It reminds you of what your grandma would make. Now, there's like some Amish bakeries and things where I grew up, and they legitimately don't have power. And those make me a little nervous because I always question, like, you know, hygiene and stuff like that at those places. But you know, just about Southern food, do you? Yeah, kind of. I think the Pennsylvania food, like the Pennsylvania Dutch food, is a little bit different than Southern. It's more bland.
Let's go.
Now McDonald's is getting edgy.
It's got something just for you.
Now, just for you, hot dogs at McDonald's. Big, beefy, grilled hot dogs. Part of the
Like hot
new
dogs.
menu. An all-beef hot dog. Grilled to perfection with relish and onions on a toasted bun. Wow, big grilled hot dog.
I don't ever remember McDonald's having a hot dog. Ever. Yeah, not even once do I remember going to a McDonald's and a hot dog being on the menu. But the hot dogs, let's see, what are my notes about them? They had them in select locations in the 90s. Probably the locations that had the McCaboose. I don't know if anyone's familiar with the McCaboose, but I didn't learn about this until like last year, and it is wild. Some of the McDonald's actually had a train caboose that they would have, and you could rent out for like birthday parties and stuff like that. But the founder of McDonald's, Ray Kroc, reportedly opposed hot dogs, calling them unclean. Yeah. Apparently, everything else at McDonald's is just perfect. That looked like a Golden Corral, but their staff consists of your mom. Golden Corral, I used to like Golden Corral. I mean, they're mostly gone now, but they really went downhill in the last few years that they were around. You do not remember McDonald's doing hot dogs? Well, they did. They had that and pizza, both, Optimus. But pizza, I felt like, was more widespread. And is this new, Crash? We've been doing some Just Chatting stuff here and there for a while. And what I've found is I enjoy the Just Chatting streams probably more than the video game streams. And so I've been trying to think of ways to do more of these. And also, this is going to become a YouTube video. So basically, I will hand this over to Super Duper Nintendo, and this will become, canceled McDonald's or discontinued McDonald's items from the 90s, something like that. And then tomorrow night, later in the week, we'll do another restaurant, or maybe we'll do another restaurant tonight. I don't know. Somehow, hot dog seems too cheap for McDonald's. I don't know how, but you're right. You're right. It does seem too cheap. There was a McDonald's inside the Walmart that had the hot dogs and the pizza as well. I remember the McDonald's in the Walmart. Our Walmart didn't have a McDonald's, though, when it first opened. It had a radio grill. And they had chicken fries there, and they were very good. But I don't think anyone ever ate there but like me. I loved eating there, though. The McDonald's parties were amazing. Yeah, it really was the highlight of being a kid. You don't need to go and growl anymore. I'm pretty sure like 95% of them closed, Llama. There was a big scandal and everything. They were doing this really cool thing where they were redating the leftovers and things. Just Chatting's not as stressful as playing video games. Well, I'll tell you, after Family Dog, my God, that game was awful. There's some good hot dogs that are way better than McDonald's. I love hot dogs. Yeah, hot dogs, Bacchiotomy, welcome in. But hot dogs are one of my favorite food groups. When did they have a hot dog on the menu? They had a hot dog on the menu. Let's see here. The hot dogs just in the 90s. Yeah, they just came and went. The pizza was, the McPizza was also 90s. There's not a real good history of McDonald's and when they got rid of this stuff. So sometime in the 90s. Tonda, welcome in. The McDLT? Yeah, that wasteful abomination. Apparently George Costanza liked it. Chat was talking about that earlier. How are you doing tonight, Tonda? Your Walmart never had a McDonald's, but it had a Subway. Some Walmarts had Subway. Our Kmart, well, not our Kmart, but nearby Kmart, they had a Little Caesars. And it was like a good Little Caesars. EW Crash, you think Burger King has better burgers? I agree. I think Burger King has way better burgers. You remember Radio Grill and you still have one of the huge red plastic cups? That's awesome, Optimus Power. I wish I had one of those cups. You just ate a hot dog? That was around 94 for you. You love cheap hot dogs. I like hot dogs, period. Yeah, a hot dog with mustard, that's a treat. That's a treat. You watch back the Family Dog stream and it reminded you of how you heard it wasn't that good. Yeah, it was not good. And every time I told someone I was going to play it, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. It was bad. You eat hot dogs for lunch every weekday. easy to heat up. I don't even care to heat them up. I'll eat them raw. I'll just go in, have me a raw hot dog. But is it a sandwich? Well, is it a sandwich or is it a taco? Bacchiotomy. That's the question. Yeah, is a hot dog a sandwich or is a hot dog a taco? The Costco hot dog meal can't be beat. I agree. For the price, it doesn't get much better. A hot dog is basically a sausage. But how is it not a sausage? Asking for a friend. I mean, a hot dog is a sausage. It's just a type of sausage. But I think that's America shining through a little bit. Because, like, we wouldn't call it a sausage. We'd call it a hot dog. But I think we're uncultured in our sausage. Because typically whenever you say sausage, everyone thinks of breakfast sausage. They don't think of a bratwurst or an Italian sausage or, like knockwurst. And we're not cultured when it comes to sausage. You use the cup as a cat food scooper. Well, never mind. I don't want that cup anymore. Yeah, so Bacchiotomy. Do you remember in like 97 whenever Burger King introduced the new fries? The new fries were where it was at, and then they changed the recipe again since then, and they're awful again. Most people consider sausage to be something which uses spices to cover up lower quality meat. I don't. I think that sausages can have good quality meat in them. But typically you do use lower quality meat in sausage. It's the whole point that sausage exists. Your kids used to do wrestling and jujitsu, and one of the meets you saw the family break out a Ziploc bag full of cold hot dog buns and hot dogs and dig in. There you go. There you go. That's the way. That's the way. You don't think of breakfast sausage, but maybe it's because you don't like breakfast sausage. I love breakfast sausage. Yeah, so it's emulsified bacchiotomy. So it's double ground. It's ground once to actually create like the sausage mixture, and then it essentially a second grind, which is the emulsification process, to where it becomes a meat slurry and no longer like chopped meat, if that makes sense. You can get sausages with grade A meat. I mean, typically they are trimmings, off of the higher quality cuts, or from, an animal that just wouldn't produce higher quality cuts. I mean, real talk, you think the only actual difference is the coarseness of the grind. When you think hot dog, you think fine paste. Yeah, exactly. The sausage means you can still vaguely discern the source of the protein. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, there's other sausages that are that way too. Like liverwurst. Liverwurst is that way. It's got a mushy grind to it. Yeah, it's got that meat slurry. You've watched Ordinary Sausage put every food ever made into sausage, so you know what sausage can be. For the most people, it implies spicy. Let's sausage. Yeah, we're gonna give this one 4 more Mark Ruffalo's. God, I love Ordinary Sausage. Lots of boudin around here. Is it boudin? Is that how you say it? Boudin? That's the one that has rice in it, right? Liver is the worst. Yeah, so you must be in Creole country. Boudin. Boudin, there you go. Boudin. Yeah, that's a Creole thing. Yeah, let's sausage. Now, some of his sausages, I could see how they would work, and then other times I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Rice, peppers, onion, blood, pig butts. Yep, got it. Oh, and alligator. I do like me some blackened alligator. All right, so this next series of commercials I found interesting, but we are getting into territory with McDonald's that I didn't even know existed. Did not know this existed. So here we go.
I'm telling you, we can't tell anyone yet.
Jerry, I'm not just anyone.
Well, okay. We're gonna bake our own French bread.
You're gonna bake French bread?
Yeah, all day. And we're gonna stuff it with 4 kinds of great tasting stuff like pepperoni pizza and chicken teriyaki. I can't tell you.
Chicken teriyaki?
Not even the name?
Introducing the greatest thing since sliced bread.
McStuffins?
No, hey, what you want is what you get at McDonald's today. Now don't tell anyone.
It's like McDonald's started selling Hot Pockets, but it was a secret.
Hi, Jerry.
You told.
Well, I
told everybody that we're baking French bread.
Well,
and you told them we're gonna stuff it with pepperoni pizza, barbecue style
Yeah.
chicken, Philly
Now
beef
everyone
cheese.
knows.
Chicken teriyaki.
My girlfriend's so pissed.
Promised you wouldn't tell anyone. In case you haven't heard, it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. New McStuffins.
These actually look pretty
I
good.
only told Cheryl, and she wouldn't tell anybody.
Uh-huh. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
How'd they all find out already?
We haven't even hung the new McStuffins banner yet.
Did you tell anyone we're gonna
Yeah,
make
Reddit didn't even exist back then. How did people find out about this stuff?
Did you say anything about stuffing the bread with barbecue-style chicken or chicken teriyaki?
No.
How about the pepperoni pizza or the Philly beef and cheese? No.
McDonald's was really trying to be Pizza Hut back in the
It's
90s.
the greatest thing since sliced bread. New McStuffins. Yeah, what you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Jerry, did you mention this to anyone?
Mention what?
Oh, Jerry. Okay, so what do you guys think of the McStuffins? Yeah, trust shattered. Last year you ate some boudin where you were at work. You found it delicious. I bet it's good. Yeah, way to blab it out. Jeez, no secrets whatsoever. Say it isn't Joe. You have a good evening. I'll talk to you soon. You think they had a barbecue one? You seem to remember that. I bet the barbecue one was the worst one. I bet the best one was the pepperoni and cheese one, followed by chicken teriyaki. And if they had a Philly cheesesteak one, I bet that was good too. Yeah, I didn't know they existed either, Optimus, but apparently the McStuffins were around in 1993. Very short-lived, but they were marketed as a calzone-style sandwich. The name made them sound unappealing, however, and it was quickly removed from the menu. So apparently people didn't want to go to McDonald's and order the McStuffins. So, yeah, I guess the marketing team didn't think through that one all the way. Yeah, never sell your deepest secrets with that chick. She blabbed it to Carol, and now everyone knows. Oh, loose lips, Jerry. I can't trust Jerry with anything. Yeah, Jerry, he doesn't work at McDonald's anymore. Yeah, Jerry no longer works at McDonald's. That career ended with this series of commercials. The McStuffins sounds like some kind of ailment, or something that you'd have to pay extra for. Just saying. Wait, 93? Dennis Miller? Was it Dennis Miller? Yeah, I've got a bad case of the McStuffins. Yeah, do I think he works at any fast food place now after that? Well, he probably went to Arby's. That's where all the rejects go, I think. Was Jerry replaced with Fair Chris? Probably. Yeah, that was they needed someone tough in there. And so they pulled out Fair Chris for the McStuffins. Arby's is a great place. Come on now. Arby's is fine. They have good cheese sticks. They probably had to get rid of it because it gave the employees time to reflect on their state of existence, which of course is bad for stakeholders. Yeah, well, I mean, that was why they got rid of the McPizza. The McPizza, it took them like 11 minutes to make one. And so, yeah, it gave their employees 11 minutes to reconsider, their life decisions. And too many employees, they were like, while that McPizza was in the oven, they were like, you know what? What am I doing here? I'm going to go to the DeVry Institute and get a degree. And I'm going to make something of myself. And then they left the pizza in the oven and it burned up and then the customer was unhappy. Fair Chris was given McStuffins behind the dumpster. God. Yeah, we're going to have to cut that part out of the YouTube video. You can't tell me you don't bring the whole family to Arby's, Craig. I don't believe you at all with that. The only time we get Arby's on 2 occasions. One is when we're traveling because Arby's is just like easy to eat in the car. So a roast beef sandwich, or it's simple. You don't get it. There's nothing on it. You don't get a big mess everywhere. And then 2 is whenever we've got a hankering for cheese sticks, and then we'll go and get the fried mozzarella sticks. You love Arby's, but the most disgruntled, miserable fast food employees you have ever seen were always at Arby's. Like, see, presents, that's what I'm saying. They're the ones that couldn't cut it to hang at McDonald's. Can McDonald's disappear? I don't think so, Crash. I don't think that there's ever a world where they disappear. Maybe. It'll bring in the views. I hope so, Chunky. That's what we're doing this for, is the views. No other reason. No other reason than the views. Bacchiotomy, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. Yeah, the roast beef at Arby's is fine. You read a guide online that said you could use Hillshire Farms roast beef to make imitation Arby's. Lies. Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Let's see here. There was something I wanted. Oh, you had a buddy that graduated from ITT right before they died? As in right before ITT died, or your buddy? I know people that have ITT degrees. They're fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Honestly, here's the thing. I support higher education. I think it's important. But a lot of times it's not about where your degree's from. It's about were you willing to put the effort in to get it? And are you teachable? That's what the degree says to me. I'll eat at Arby's when pigs fly. But hey, if the beef's good, I might reconsider. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Craig Butt. What are your goals for the year? Arby's is your secret crave. Bacchiotomy, what's your go-to Arby's order? Yeah, what is the thing that you get at Arby's? Knowing that the cheese sticks are really the important part. If you guys remember the Jamocha shake, that thing was really good. I don't know if they still have it or not. I don't eat at Arby's enough to know. Yeah, I work with several people that have ITT degrees. Okay, before ITT Tech died, okay. Whenever I first read that Toilet Punisher, I was like, oh, before the school or your buddy? He still works at Walmart, the last you heard. Oh no. Let's be real. Anything you get at Arby's is a side for the mott sticks. That's true. Oh, they still have the Jamocha shake, Fana? Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for dropping that knowledge on us. We'll have to maybe next time at Arby's I'll get a Jamocha shake. They didn't have like an orange dreamsicle one for a while too. I don't remember ever getting it, but I remember seeing it on the menu, and at least I think, and making a decision: do I get the Jamocha shake or the orange cream one? And I get the Jamocha one every time. Sometimes they have candied bacon. That's pretty good. I'll say my favorite sandwich at Arby's is the turkey bacon ranch sandwich. That bread and that bacon is just so good. So good. Do I prefer Harry's Hofbrau? I mean, I do like me some Hofbrauhaus. Tiger Cat, welcome in. And now I want some mozzarella sticks. Sometimes Arby's has strawberry shakes, but not often. Yeah, that wouldn't sway me from the Jamocha shake. Classic roast beef. Remember when there was 5? Oh yeah, they did okay, so the 5 for 5 got me through college, Bacchiotomy, because what I would do is I would go to Arby's and I would just load up on the 5 for 5, and I would eat like 2 or 3 items now, and then I would eat 2 or 3 items like the next day. And then they changed it from 5 for 5 to 5 for $5.95, and I was upset about it. But I still partook because it was only $1 more. Your kid likes Arby's curly fries. I like Arby's curly fries dipped in horsey sauce. That horsey sauce is very, very good. You remember the old Christmas commercial from Arby's? Yeah, 5 roast beef sandwiches. You missed the potato cakes? Yeah, the potato cakes were good. But it's been a while since Arby's was a staple. Maybe that's why I hate on Arby's a little bit now, is because there was 3 years of my life that I lived on. I lived on the 5 for 5 menu at Arby's. Rallies had bacon cheddar burgers 2 for $3, and I lived on those, and popcorn, because I worked in a movie theater and I ate a lot of popcorn. And also, whenever I worked in the movie theater, I had a deal set up. Whenever I worked at the movie theater, I had this really sweet deal set up. The employees at Taco Bell, as long as they would reciprocate, I let them watch free movies. But in return, they had to provide free Taco Bell to me. And really, I would go and load up on Taco Bell and share it with everyone there. But I also had the same deal with Subway. And it was one of those deals where, hey, I see that you guys are selling submarine sandwiches here, and I sell movie tickets down there. Tell you what, you hook me up with a handful of subs Friday night whenever you come in here, I wave you in the door. And that's how we did it. We had a couple of restaurants that we had deals with. And you would call down there and you would ask, who's working tonight? And if they acted confused, you'd hang up the phone. But if they said, you know, whatever the manager's name was that was cool with it, then it's like, cool, I'll be there in a minute. And you would show up and they would just have like a bag of stuff ready for you. It was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. 5 for $5 at Arby's was amazing. U2 was upset when they changed it. Yeah, I mean, it was only $1 more regular guy show, but it was $1 more. Do I think Arby's can compete with McDonald's? Absolutely not. McDonald's would crush Arby's every single time. Yeah, barter market at full speed. I never could get a deal with the gas station for free gas. I think it was because they tracked it too close, but they gave me like free coffee and stuff. And so I was like, all right, you get free movies, but not unlimited. You know, we gotta rein this one in a little bit. I've got to have more value than coffee here. One time you got a free box of fire sauce packets, like 500 of them. Are you still going through them, Chunky? Would you think Arby's would be able to compete with McDonald's when it comes to business? I don't. I really don't. I think that McDonald's is too much of a powerhouse for Arby's to even come close. Fire is the second hottest behind Diablo. Yeah, but Diablo has that weird taste to it. It's like they put that fake lime flavor in it, and I hate that stuff. Absolutely hate that stuff. Oh, would their meat have competition with McDonald's meat? I don't think that you can compare the two. They're too different. And even honestly, the Arby's, whenever they have burgers, they're better than McDonald's. I think that their food absolutely can be, and in many cases is, tastier than McDonald's. Not sure when the Congo volcano sauce would rank. Gosh, I miss the volcano sauce, Tiger Cat. I love it so much. I love it. Do you remember the 4-alarm sauce? Whenever we get to Taco Bell, I've got some videos on these. Yeah, but that's not going to be tonight for sure, because I don't even think we're going to make it to our second restaurant tonight. We might, but no, there's no way. There's no way. How does fire sauce work on anything else? Seems so specific to Taco Bell. I agree, but I will tell you. Hang on. I will tell you, this sauce right here, El Yucateco green habanero sauce. This stuff right here, this works on Taco Bell. This is good ass on Taco Bell. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so good. Yeah, so good on Taco Bell. I guess a fire sauce could work on like maybe breakfast. Excuse me, breakfast somewhere. I can't think of like anywhere I've been. I'm like, man, I wish I had me some fire sauce packets right now. Yeah, I sure do wish I had some fire sauce packets. Yeah, this El Yucateco, I buy like 10 bottles of this stuff at a time, and it is wonderful. I put it on everything. You think it's good on burgers? You always thought both their meats were balanced, as in they yeah, no, I get everyone has their opinion, Captain N. It's all good. Can you say the name of the hot sauce again? Not a sponsor. Yeah. It is El Yucateco. El Yucateco. You can actually buy this by the gallon on their website, and I've thought about it. I've thought real hard about it. Yeah, not a sponsor. Not a sponsor. You got some sweet Vidalia onions hot sauce in Gatlinburg in like 22. It's probably the best hot sauce you've ever had. I mean, this is like my standard everyday hot sauce. I can't think if there's been any like specialty hot sauce. I was like, oh boy, I wish I had that again. It worked on everything. Tacos, soups, eggs, the Wendy's chili sauce packets. Those are actually pretty good. I like those a lot. You have like 10 bottles of hot sauce. I've got several. I've got that. Then I've got the Mexican hot sauce. Well, I guess this is from Mexico too. Yeah. El Valentino's. That's the Valentina's. The Valentina's. I don't remember. It comes in a big bottle. That stuff's for just a basic all-around hot sauce. That stuff is tasty. It's delicious. Use hot sauce strictly to help with coughing. I use hot sauce just because I kind of like the burn. I like the burn. Doesn't Wendy's have the best sauce than most fast food places? I don't know. McDonald's has sweet and sour sauce. I like that a lot, and hot mustard. And then let's see here. While I'll go to Chick-fil-A from time to time, but it's not a regular stop for me. But they have Polynesian sauce that I really like. And then Cane sauce. I don't think that they can beat that. I feel like Wendy's just has basic sauce compared to everywhere else. They sell them at Walmart. The Taco Bell sauce? The Taco Bell sauce they sell at Walmart isn't the same. El Yucateco red is solid, but unremarkable. Green, though, is matte. Yeah, I agree, Question S. The red is just like hot sauce. But the green, it's fruity, it's floral, it's so good. So good. Yellowbird hot sauces from Austin are pretty good. Yeah, I feel like Yellowbird got a little overhyped. They're good, but they're not like that good. Cane sauce and Chick-fil-A sauce are just mayo with spices in it, right? Yeah, probably. But I mean, I love mayo. Heck, I like mayo so much we had it on a peanut butter sandwich the other night because Arlem said that it was good. Yeah, Walmart has El Yucateco. It's a pretty big brand. It's a pretty big brand. What about the patties between, say, for fast food place burgers? I mean, that's Burger King all the way. Spirit Buddy, welcome in. How you doing tonight? Victor and Christ, welcome. Turquoise Star, welcome in. Wingstop's ranch sauce is to go for. I haven't had Wingstop ranch because you have to pay extra for it, and it makes me angry. Just the mess, welcome. Gosh, all the awesome people are coming over with Spirit Buddy. How you doing, Spirit Buddy? I know this is me. It sounds wild, but it worked. It worked. What were you playing tonight, Spirit Buddy? Renegade Johnny, welcome in. How's everyone doing tonight? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Oh, Victor and Christ, thanks for that gift sub. I appreciate it. But hey, we've been chatting it up here for a little while. Let's dive back into McDonald's commercials. We just wrapped up the McStuffins, the short-lived calzone sandwich thingy that Susan couldn't keep her mouth shut about. And now we're going to move on to the McDonald's Burger of the Month.
He's making something special for you every month. A burger above and beyond what's already on our menu. And it'll be big on taste. It's called McDonald's Burger of the Month.
There it is, the Burger of the Month. The cheddar melt.
100% pure beef with melted
You don't like honey or mustard? Oh, Victor, I'm sorry.
On a hearty rye bun. As for the next Burger of the Month, we'll be making it equally delicious.
Oh, wait. Oh, crap. What have I done?
McDonald's today.
Start over. Start over. No one could see anything. Oh, jeez. I forgot that we were chatting. Here we go.
Special for you every month. A burger above and beyond what's already on our menu.
I know the volume's a little low on this one.
It's called McDonald's Burger of the Month. This month, get the tangy taste of a cheddar melt. A quarter pound of 100% pure beef with melted cheddar cheese sauce and grilled onions. All this on a hearty rye bun.
I like the looks of that cheddar cheese sauce on there.
We'll be making it equally delicious. What you want is what you get at McDonald's today.
Did I have another one for that one, or was that the only one?
Hey, chicken lovers, Mickey D's.
Nope, that was the only one. Yeah, so the McDonald's cheddar melt. That one came out in 1988, and it sporadically showed back up McRib style up until 2014. But it had grilled onions and cheddar cheese sauce on it. Apparently it had a dedicated fan base, but not to the level of the McRib. Didn't they sell toasted ravioli at the St. Louis area McDonald's for a time? Probably. They had mixed spaghetti for a while, but I couldn't find any commercials for that. Granted, I didn't try very hard. New burger every month. Seems like a good idea. Yeah, for a big corporation like McDonald's having to change the menu once a month. Yeah, that seems like a great idea. Yeah, I never had that one either, backy out of me. But honestly, if I was going to McDonald's, I typically was getting McNuggets and that was it. Yeah, I did like Mac Tonight, Captain N. I was a big fan of Mac Tonight. I mean, he was a little creepy. Yeah, they still sell McSpaghetti and McPizza in not just Italian McDonald's, but in is it Thailand? There's an Asian country. Maybe it's in the Philippines. It's in the Philippines. In the Philippines, they still sell spaghetti because they're trying to keep up with their competitor, Jollibee, who sells fried chicken and spaghetti. Yeah, we were talking about the McPizza earlier, and there's, as far as I know, there's probably some debate around it, but as far as I know, the only McDonald's left selling McPizza in the U.S. is the Mega McDonald's in Orlando that's like 4 stories tall. Imagine going to Italy to eat McDonald's pasta. I'd do it. You're telling me if you weren't there, you wouldn't try it just because it was there? Come on now. Jollibee, you hear there's a few in California. Sounds interesting. Yeah, there's California. Whenever I was in Toronto, there were several Jollibees there. And I think that they kind of pop up if there's a large Filipino community. In Hawaii, you can get Spam and rice and eggs at McDonald's. At least you could a while back. Sosman, I'm trying to go to Hawaii this year. And I hear that the Taco Bell there has Kahlua pork. I think that's how you pronounce it, Kahlua pork. And I want to try a Hawaiian Kahlua pork burrito. That's my goal. But if they have a Spam burrito, I'll try that too, because I like Spam. Yeah, Max Tonight, he was kind of that Ray Charles character. Okay, moving on to the next delicacy. Yeah, I hope I make it out there too, Sosman. We're planning for it, but I'm kind of up in the air. Some things have to line up. Yeah, some things have to line up. Yeah, just some corporate America and all that jazz. But I should find out here soon. And plus, we're trying to get to Disney like the end of February, because guys, I've got bad news. Muppets 3D is getting closed forever, and I'd like to go and experience it one more time before it's gone. So that's why we're trying to get there, and that's more of a scheduling thing. Is got to get the kid out of school, got to get someone to dog sit, all that stuff. Coffee, liqueur, pork, exactly. I could see Stevie Wonder too, but I mean the sunglasses are more of a Ray Charles things, right? Mac Tonight was played by Doug Jones. I didn't know that, Optimus Power. You only went yourself because you had a buddy from the military that got stationed there, so you stayed with him. Probably couldn't have afforded it at the time otherwise. Yeah, I want to go. Whenever I was a young warthog, our vacations were very modest, and I try my best so that my son can experience as much as possible. And some of that is getting to experience it too. But I get excited thinking about all the places that he has been, and all the places he can go. And I guess not to get too sappy on anyone, but I want him to see that there's a big world out there, and it's not all just right in his own little bubble. Be Disney World. It would be Disney World Bacchiotomy. I've never been to Disneyland. That's on the list. I need to get to some West Coast parks. My coaster count is around the 150s right now, and I need to get moving. But I don't want to say I've depleted the East Coast, but I've been all over the East Coast. I need to get out west. Yeah, I know, Optimus. I really hate that they're destroying it. I mean, but at the same time, I am excited for the Muppets themed rock and roller coaster. You got two kiddos yourself, so you get it. It's easy to just see them get caught up in their own little world, and I just like the idea of him seeing that, hey, there's a great big world out there. Don't get stuck here. You're on the Disneyland side. You've never been to World. Well, you better get to Disney World, Toilet Punisher. I'll tell you, the one thing, I've never been to Disneyland, so I can't truly compare the two. However, Disneyland doesn't have Epcot. And Epcot, for a snack master such as myself, the snack king of the Midwest, it is wonderful because you can just walk around there and just eat snacks all day long from all these different countries, inspired by all these different countries, and it's wonderful. Jaws ride, closed. Back to the Future ride, closed. E.T. ride, closed. E.T. ride's not closed, Captain N. E.T. ride's still open. The original tram ride, closed. Seeing a pattern here? Yeah, the original tram ride's gone. Maybe... Did E.T. and Universal Hollywood close? E.T. and Universal Orlando did not close. You've been to Kings Island, Carowinds, and Kings Dominion. You'd love to visit Cedar Point and Canada's Wonderland. Well, Tiger Cat, I went to all of those parks except Carowinds last year. I went to Kings Island several times. I'm about an hour and a half from Kings Island. And Canada's Wonderland, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. It's really cool. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I like the layout. I like the food. It was a good time. You hear Six Flags Great Adventure is really cool too. I haven't been to the Six Flags park. See, that's one thing I am excited about with the Cedar Fair Six Flags merger, is now my season passes will work for both. I don't have to buy two separate, and so I'll get to visit more. So Tiger Cat, you've made it all the way to Kings Island, but you didn't go to Cedar Point. You 2 more hours. You could have been there. Tiger Cat. They're very different parks. I would say. I mean, I prefer Kings Island, but Cedar Point's got a lot going for it. A lot going for it. You love you some snacks. One day you'll make it out to the world. Someday. Yeah, I think you'd like it, Toilet Punisher. If you like snacks, Epcot is just, it's awesome. Yeah, no, E.T.'s still there, Captain N. There's Spielberg, he had a pretty solid contract with that one. He's got to be dead plus like 50 years before they can close it, if I'm not mistaken. Wonder if the Waterworld stage show is still there. Not in Orlando. I think the one in Hollywood's still there, but I could be wrong. I may be completely wrong on that. No, Orlando doesn't do... Well, they never had a Waterworld stage show, but they had a Waterworld show in their lagoon. But they haven't done that in years and years and years. Yeah, I've never been to Santa Cruz. I just need to go to California for like a month. I mean, not right now. Maybe once they put the fires out. But oh man, that's been awful. That's been awful watching that, and like being able. There's like a service where you can see where people are going through and taking pictures of the houses, and you can log in and see if your house is still there or not. And I couldn't imagine, fleeing to somewhere and then checking this website every day to see if my house is still there or not. No, I agree, Captain. And they're going to close all the Simpsons stuff too here before too much longer, because Disney. Blame Disney. Yeah, they still have the Jurassic Park stuff in Orlando, but most of that they've changed it all from Jurassic Park to Jurassic World. It's ridiculous. I'm the grumpy old man. Things are different than they used to be, and I can't accept that. All right, back to McDonald's. All right, so these next commercials are about the McDonald's Mighty Wings. These came out in the early 90s and were discontinued in the early 90s. Supposedly they popped up here and there up until about 2013, but the Mighty Wings, for the most part, they were gone after the 90s.
Hey, chicken lovers, Mickey D's is doing wings. Chicken wings so crispy, so
crispy,
tasty, so meaty, McDonald's calls them Mighty Wings. Serious chicken wings for serious chicken lovers. Wow. At a special introductory price.
I can't imagine those were any good.
For 5 pieces. All right. They make a mighty meal and they're mighty economical too, but you better hustle to Mickey D's now because Mighty Wings will be
Those were wings like if you didn't want to wait for real wings.
There's more chicken waiting in our wings.
Those would have been like just a step up from buying
It's a
frozen
well-known
wings.
fact that Michael Jordan has wings. Question is, what kind?
No. I don't think so.
Actually, they're McDonald's Mighty Wings. Big, juicy fried chicken wings that soar with a bold, spicy taste. Tender,
And Jordan did a
delicious,
lot of
but
advertising for
Mighty
McDonald's.
Wings are here for a limited time, and then they take off.
In that case, I better fly.
McDonald's Mighty Wings, the ultimate reward for frequent flyers. What you want is what you get at McDonald's.
Yeah, if they would close the Simpsons stuff and bring Back to the Future, that would be great. That would be absolutely wonderful. Yeah, so the Mighty Wings, people liked them. They had good reviews. But they were apparently $1.99 for 5 wings was too much compared to other fast food chicken. And they couldn't get the price down, so they took them off the menu. The Stop It anti-drug McDonald's ad. Yeah, I love Michael Jordan going, stop it. Get help. Yeah, the box that came in did look really nice. Let's go back and look at that box. Where was that box? Oh, hang on, we're on a different commercial now. Sorry, spoiler alert.
It's a well-known fact that Michael Jordan has
Let's
wings.
see, here's the box.
But hurry, Mighty Wings are here.
Oh, sorry. Let's go back. There we go. See, that's a good looking box of wings there. If you handed me that, I'd be happy. But I mean, then again, there's no sauce on them. You had to put your own sauce on. They probably weren't the best. He should have said that eating McDonald's is like a drug and you need to stop it. Get some help.
Mighty Wings are here for a limited time, and then they take
I don't know.
off.
I'd eat the Mighty Wings.
I better fly.
I wouldn't be happy about it though.
McDonald's Mighty Wings, the ultimate
I liked his
reward
wings.
for frequent flyers.
Yeah,
what
the
you
flying.
want is what you get at McDonald's.
Wait, hang on. I got to back up. One more time. What? Okay, so their slogan is what you want is what you get. Is this like the passive aggressive version of Burger King's have it your way? It's because Burger King's like, hey, have it your way, man. We'll do it however you want. And McDonald's like, hey, what you want's what you get, okay? Okay? I don't remember this slogan. I just remember I'm loving it. When was this slogan the slogan? Remember the special effects show with Back to the Future and Hitchcock and Harry and the Hendersons, etc. And then they had Beetlejuice's Graveyard Review. That was a good time. Yeah, the Terminator show's gone. It's the Bourne Spectacular Shit Show or something. It's not very good. You imagine they had a similar breading to chicken nuggets? Now, okay, Chunky Code Monkey, if you're saying that these had a similar breading to the chicken nuggets, that might be a game changer on these, because that breading is wonderful. It was a slogan used in a few Wesley Willis songs. Yeah, what you want is what you get. Yeah, they didn't have the cool mascot like Burger King, that's for sure. Sometime after Food, Folks, and Fun, probably. You think they did. You don't remember eating them, but they look similar. They look similar. But up until recently, they really hadn't used the McNugget batter on a whole lot of things that I was aware of, at least. Yeah, and that new Chicken Big Mac, they put some nugget batter on there. Okay, we got one more McDonald's commercial for the night. And this is one I personally think looks wonderful. I would get these, no question. You posted a list of McDonald's marketing campaign slogans in the Discord. Okay, thank you, Chunky. I'm going to pull that up. We're going to watch one more commercial and then we'll get to the slogans piece. That'll be a good way to close this out. This is one I was kind of excited about. Like watching this is like, I want these.
There's something new this month.
Look how sad this kid is.
September's taste of the month, McOnion Bits.
McOnion Bits.
Bite-sized pieces of sweet onion, deep fried to a golden.
Look at that. Puts a smile right on that kid's face. Come on, get some fried onions, boy. This is going to cheer you right up.
Any old onion can make you cry. McOnion Bits.
This is going to bring you right around. Oh, there he is. He's happy now. He's happy now. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, now we're moving on. Yeah, next is Wendy's. Okay, cool. So that's will be where we wrap it up for the night. But I don't remember ever getting the onion bits. But I imagine that it's just they took onions, they processed the heck out of them, and then they deep fried them. I can't imagine that they were like actual pieces of, like solid pieces of onion, if that makes sense. Do the Archie McDonald's commercials? It's a memorable one. I don't remember that one. Yeah, onion tots. I just hope that they came with a good dipping sauce. If they came with a good dipping sauce, those things were probably very, very good. You'd expect they do solid pieces and have it like bloomin' onion bits. Yeah, no, I would expect that out of Arby's presents. No, McDonald's was like, they were taking onion puree and deep frying it to where it was like an onion tater tot. Anyone remember Book It and the Personal Pan Pieces? Question is, of course we do. Of course we do. You would take your card in, you'd get it stamped, you'd get a personal pan pizza. Dad would sit there and smoke cigarettes while you ate it. It was 1,000 degrees whenever they brought it out to you, and you just had to resist not touching it. And you probably burn the crap out of yourself. You go and play, and here's what I like the most about it. Our Pizza Hut had a Konami Simpsons arcade game, and you would go and play that until you're out of quarters. Gosh, that was a good time. And you'd get the button. Oh, there was all sorts of cool stuff. That commercial totally brought a tear to your eye. Yeah, McDonald's can cure sadness. That's true. You had Paperboy. We had Pole Position and the Simpsons, Konami Simpsons. Cocktail Pac-Man. At some point, we did get a Cocktail Pac-Man, but it was like the Simpsons was right there. Why would I play Pac-Man? Okay. Wow, geez. Oh man, okay. We're going to check out the US first. We are going to check out the US first. I'm gonna change the music first and get us something a little more chill. Yeah, this is a little too amped up for me right now. There we go. Okay. So, McDonald's slogans in the United States from 1960 to 1965. Let's eat out. Let's eat out. Yeah, that's not a bad slogan. That's a pretty good slogan if you ask me. From 1960 to 1967, they had overlapping slogans? You can't do that. Come on, McDonald's. Look for the golden arches. Then from 62 to 69, they had go for the goodness at McDonald's. And then they moved on to the closest thing to home. And then McDonald's is your kind of place from 1967 to January 22nd, 1971. What happened on this day? Because this is the first one where they've called out exactly this day. We stopped using this slogan. You deserve a break today. Gosh, you know what? If a restaurant told me that today, I would stop there and buy food on the way home from work. Hang on. I was rolling over a cord. Enjoy the best food at McDonald's. That was in 1973. McDonald's sure is good to have around. Yeah, that sounds like a McDonald's slogan. We do it all for you. Also known as you're the one. That was in the late 70s. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. Now we're starting to turn the corner into the 80s. We're dipping our toes into the 80s. You deserve a break today. They're starting to recycle slogans now. There's so much fun for you today. And that slogan's too long, McDonald's. Too long. Going to need you to shorten it up. Nobody makes your day like McDonald's can. That's my McDonald's. That was in 1981. We cook it all for you at McDonald's. This is starting to sound more like a horror story, like someone's really breathing down our neck. Like, you know, maybe we have a stalker on our hands. McDonald's and you. And what? Well, what about McDonald's and me? It's a good time for the great taste of McDonald's. I feel like that was everyone's slogan, though. The slogan was used on newspapers from April 16th, 1884 until March 6th, 1990. Oh, and then again in November 1993. And then in 1985, they had their 30th anniversary. 30 years of good times and great tastes. Ah, Mac Tonight. In 1986, we had Make It Mac Tonight. I like that one. That's a good slogan. That is a good slogan. McDonald's is your place to be. That was in 1986. The good time, great taste of McDonald's. Some of these don't feel like slogans. They're just telling me stuff. Yeah, Mac Tonight, the Flying Moon Piano Man. Would you have a big grin on your face on the way home after getting that slogan and buying your food at McDonald's? I totally would, Captain N. Yeah, they need to bring Mac Tonight back. Yeah, the world needs Mac Tonight. Let's see. You deserve a break today. They just keep doing it. Food, folks, and fun. McDonald's today. That one sounds more like a threat. What you want is what you get. What you want is what you get at Rockdonald's today. Oh, the Flintstones promotion. I remember whenever they were doing all the Flintstone stuff. That was so fun. That was so fun. McDonald's, where what you want is what you get. That was for Sonic the Hedgehog in '94. Go to McDonald's and eat. You won't be hungry afterwards. That is a good slogan, Sozman. That is a good slogan. I think Mac Tonight got tainted by 4chan memes. Oh, dang it. Do those guys have no limits? Do they know no bounds? Remember going to McDonald's and seeing a Mac Tonight statue inside? I wish that I had one of those statues to sit back here. Do you believe in magic? I remember those. Ronald makes it magic. Have you had your break today? Oh man, that's a good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, Big Mac burger. I like that one. We need to find some commercials with that one in it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, Big Mac burger. Yeah, now we're moving into the late 90s with my McDonald's. Did somebody say McDonald's? We love to see you smile. I remember that one. 2000, 2003. Then put a smile on. Then smile. They were really leaning into smile in the early 2000s. Then they got into the ba 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 ba. I'm loving it. And which they still have to this day. It's what I eat and what I do. And that's a 2005 slogan. Again, sounds more aggressive than anything. What we're made of. Yes, we're made of McDonald's now. Oh, give me back that filet of fish. Yeah, give me back that filet of fish. Give me that fish. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was some good advertising right there. You want it, need it. You got to have the taste of McDonald's burgers. I see now they're getting threatening. It's like, this is exactly the type of thing a manipulator would do. It's like they tell you something like, oh, we love to see you smile. 1, 2, 3, 4, Big Mac. Now it's what we're made of. It's what I eat and what I do. You want it, you need it, you got to have a taste of McDonald's right now. The simple joy of McDonald's. A whole new way to love McDonald's. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's. choose lovin'. And then McDonald's. I don't get that one, but okay. Japan got that utterly adorable family commercial, and we got freaking McDonald's. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, some of these slogans are very straightforward. Yeah. Yeah, McDonald's today, or how about McDonald's now? Yeah, they weren't wrong. You've got to have McDonald's today. Yeah, you gotta. But we're gonna stroll back up here. We're gonna stroll back up here because if I know my slogans, I bet you Australia has some good ones. Okay, you deserve a break for day. We saw that one. We got it all for you. You deserve a break today. Love a burger, love a McDonald's. It's a good time for the great taste. McDonald's is cooking breakfast. The good time, great taste of McDonald's. It's Mac time. It's Mac time now. It's Mac time again. Mac time rocks on. Only McDonald's. Mac your day. Big McDonald's. And then I'm loving it. Feed your inner child. Hand in hand with Australia. Oh, I like this one. This one might be my favorite. Bacon, bacon, bacon. It's a little bit fancy. It's a little bit fancy. That's a good slogan. It all comes together at Macca's. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah, breakfast. You hear me? Breakfast. Oh. Let's see here. What's Germany got? What's Germany got? Endure nourishment. Yeah, that's going to be their slogan in 2043. Yes. Yes. Calories. Take them. Calories now. Let's go to Germany. The somewhat different restaurant. Eating with fun. It's good that McDonald's exists. Oh, I like that one. That is a good one if I ever heard it. It's good that McDonald's exists. Yes, consume. The place where you like to be because you eat well. McDonald's is simply good. Every time a good time. And I'm loving it. Yeah, you know what you're getting. Just pay us already. Yes, that should be the slogan. Yeah, this is McDonald's. Just pay us. Oh, let's see. Russia. It's fun and tasty at McDonald's. It's always good here. That is what I love. And I'm loving it. Okay. I think I've seen all I need to see here. This was fun. I enjoyed this. Yeah, so what do you guys think of McDonald's stream? I'm gonna go ahead and let's wrap it up here. Yeah, so McDonald's had a lot of weird things over the years. They had the lobster roll. They had the McPizza. Oh, sorry, the McLobster roll. We hear that there's a McSpaghetti. I know there's a McSpaghetti, but I couldn't find the commercial for it. For me, I think the one that they need to bring back is the McStuffins, and they should keep calling it the McStuffins because I want to go to McDonald's and order a McStuffins or a hot dog. I could order a hot dog from McDonald's. But what do you guys think? Should they bring back the onion bits? Should they bring back the McLobster or the Arch Deluxe or the ghastly McLean and their seaweed extract that they use to hold it all together? I don't know. Next time we're going to take a trip down Wendy's memory lane. Probably gonna have to do a little bit more research on that. If you have any discontinued Wendy's items that you want to send my way, Craigbot's going to help you out with the Discord. We'll collect those over there. But yeah, that was discontinued items in the 90s from McDonald's. Until next time. But no, we're going to chat here for another second. I'm turning this into a YouTube video, so I'm trying to get some B-roll and stuff here. No, I'm not hanging it up just yet. We're going to head out. But we'll chat here for just a second. I'm being lazy. And I'm turning streams into YouTube videos. Well, I'm not. Super Duper Nintendo is.
Hello,
on my behalf. And so this is going to become a YouTube video. We're going to cut out a bunch of the stuff in the middle, but we'll get there. I got to play MC Kids sometime. I've played it before, Question S. I've played it. It's honestly, it's not bad. It's not a bad game. I kind of like it. But the one that I like more is the treasure game with the Ronald McDonald one. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but it's something McDonald's Treasure Land or something. That one's very good. I like it a lot. Russia, only Putin can have Big Mac. It didn't, the Russian McDonald's, aren't they now, they're still serving McDonald's, but they're not McDonald's anymore? The lobster roll showed up semi-regularly in some regions. It did. It seemed like it was a big thing. Yeah, Sozman, it's been a good night. Yeah, hey, we will be in touch here soon about the snack club that everyone's going to be talking about. Everyone's going to want in. Everyone's going to want to be part of this. The AVGN said it was a Super Mario Brothers 3 ripoff, though. I mean, it was, but a lot of games were taking inspiration from already successful games. It wasn't so much a ripoff, it was a compliment. Yeah, I'm all for it too. So what we're going to do, I think, let's talk about Snack Club. Let's talk about Snack Club while we're all here. What I think that we're going to do is it's going to happen in like 2 or 3 phases. And what we've got to do is figure out how we want the timing to work and the logistics to work on it all. But what I'm thinking is, let's say we say we're going to do this once a month. So once a month, everyone would nominate one snack, one recipe, something simple. And you'd only get one nomination, but you would nominate one. At the end of the week, we would set up a poll, and then everyone would vote on the poll on which one are we going to try. And whoever wins that poll, then the third week is that's whenever you now have tried the product and we discuss the product, and then we'll put that into a tier list, and you guys will just get to vote. Where does it fit in the tier list? Because I had that tier list thing made for me, and then I haven't used it for what I planned on using it for. But we've got to figure out what the timing is and all of that, and some of the finer details there. I mean, it sounds really easy, but like, I don't want someone getting on there and being like, oh yeah, we should all try squid ink soup. Like, yeah, that's not a thing. And also, it's not a thing I'm going to try. But something simple like mayo on a peanut butter sandwich. Okay, we can try that. Maybe one week we do struggle meals. Maybe we have themes for each one. Maybe a theme is a candy bar. Maybe I send everyone Necco wafers. We'll see. Online Eric hates Necco wafers, by the way. I'm planning on doing the same exact stream, except we're going to be taking a trip to Wendy's. Will I also send out cash? Absolutely not, because I'm a cashless individual. There's only one time I carry cash, and, well, sorry, Captain N, but you're not getting any of that cash. But yeah, tomorrow night we'll head out to Wendy's. I don't know that there's as much content from Wendy's as there was McDonald's, so we might do Wendy's and Burger King all in one go. We might be able to knock both out tomorrow night, and then that'll be 2 more episodes ready and in the can. As long as it's American Express, okay. Well, you can trust American Express to be trusted where you are or something. Maybe MasterCard and Visa. Yeah, I get it. I'll just send you a bag of change. How's that sound? Okay, we're going to go and raid Online Eric. They are rounding out. I believe that they're the next to last streamer in January. And they're playing the CDI, the Wacky World of Mini Golf, on original hardware. And looks like they're having a good time over there. But hey, I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. If you've been hanging out, I implore you, hit the follow button. Yeah, hit the follow button. That's the only way that you know that I'm going to be live again or something. I don't know. Plus, if I get 2 more follows, then I'll be at 1.1K. Yeah. But anyways, I appreciate everyone. Craigbot's going to share the link to the Discord. That's where we're going to have the snack club, and that's where we hang out after the stream. But in the meantime, I hope everyone has a great week, and let's go and hang out with Online Eric. Oh, thanks, Crapalone Jimmy. I appreciate it. These are fun. I like doing these a lot. But yeah, let's go and hang out with Online Eric. Let him know I sent you. Say howdy, talk about food, all that good stuff. He likes food as much as we do. But I'll catch everyone tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern. later, y'all. Have a great evening. Have a great Monday. I'm so sorry. So sorry about the Monday thing. See you next time. Adios.